How's it going, everybody? It's the Kid Fox here. This is my channel where I talk about anime, video games, cartoons, most notably Sonic and Ninja Turtles. And today, for once in a while, I'm actually going to talk about some anime. I hardly ever talk about anime on this channel, despite me calling myself an anime channel and all that. I do some animations and stuff, like some fan animations or whatever, or a little, I guess you can call them comic dubs or whatever. But I do a little, hand drawn or digital kind of animations and stuff with animes, recreating scenes and stuff that I like. But I hardly ever talk about anime because it's not as popular as like my Sonic videos, and I hardly have any ideas to talk about anime. But for once, I do have a couple of ideas, and one of them is talking about Ash Ketchum here today, which is what you probably clicked on this video for, and to hear me talk. So I'm gonna share with you my opinions about Ash Ketchum. What do I think of the character? Little facts and stuff, and all that other jazz. Yeah, I know it's been a big year for a lot of like Pokemon anime fans and stuff, especially like people that are fans of Ash and whatnot that have followed the character for over 25 years. That is older than me. So, yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. All right, so I'm just gonna give you my little opinion about what do I think about Pokemon and stuff, and just my history with it real quick. It shouldn't be that long. So, anyways, I mean, Pokemon to me is like one of those animes where I'd be like, have you ever come across the question where, like, if you can live in a world, right, like just any fictional world and stuff, what kind of like, especially in anime, where would you live in? Man, that's a really tough question for me, honestly. There's not too many animes that I would love to be in that world because I can get killed. Who knows, or whatever. It's horrible. Like imagine being in like I don't know some like Parasite or something. Hell no, that's a hell no. But Pokemon though, I feel like that's a pretty safe bet. I mean, I know some people try to hype it up and be like, well, you're a young adventurer and you can get killed by Pokemon or what I don't know. But it's a sense of adventure and stuff. You can get out while you're young. Like hell, you can leave home when you're 11, travel, collect Pokemon and stuff, and like keep them as like pets and stuff, and use them against other people. I know that sounds dangerous as hell, but still, I don't know. I mean, it looks fun in the anime and stuff. So I'm like, yeah, and especially in the video game. So, anyways, yeah, I was introduced to Pokemon when I was younger and stuff, mainly through the anime, of course. I didn't have like I had a Game Boy, but I never had Pokemon on there. Eventually, when I first got my first DS, when I was like around like 11 or 12, my first Pokemon game was Pokemon Black and White or Pokemon Black. Later on, there's a whole story with that. Got went missing. I bought White. Some other dude borrowed it, never returned it. Got Pokemon Black again, and I think that either ended up broke or missing. I don't know which. But yeah, I had a terrible experience with Pokemon Black and White. But anyways, but yeah, that was my first ever Pokemon game I've ever played. I was also watching Pokemon anime and stuff when I was younger. I wasn't really too into it when I was really younger. I didn't start getting into Pokemon the anime until like Diamond and Pearl and stuff. But of course, I was aware of like, oh, the original series. I was watching reruns of Boomerang back in time, back in the day. Pokemon the original one, Pokemon Advanced, Diamond and Pearl, Black and White. Eventually, I kind of just stopped after Black and White, and then just haven't really watched the anime like that ever since. I haven't really kept up with it, but yeah. So, anyways, that's my history of Pokemon. I didn't really watch Pokemon XY, Sun and Moon, Pokemon Journeys, which is kind of like the current thing that's ending right now. Haven't really kept up with any of that, but right now I am actually trying to get back on watching Pokemon and stuff. Actually, before I even knew about this whole Pokemon Journey stuff was going to like make Ash the champion, I've been actually rewatching Pokemon on. I've been watching Pokemon Indigo League on Netflix, and then I decided to just rewatch the entire like series and stuff, or like definitely up to. But yeah, that was a little bit over a year ago. But anyways, yeah. So currently, I'm kind of going back and around the original series to try and like keep up with Pokemon, especially after this whole champion thing, which I didn't know that was going to be a thing where Ash, this is going to be Ash's last adventure. So, I honestly like I don't think I'm going to be able to catch up in time to see the entire like Pokemon the final thing with Ash and stuff, where they're going to dedicate like 11 episodes in January to concluding Ash's arc. So that's unfortunate. I mean, I'll just watch it anyways without like I'll just skim through everything else. but I'll still go back and like rewatch everything if I can, or whenever I get the chance. But yeah, um, because I kind of wanted to do some videos on Ash, and some videos about like talking about like the Pokemon girls and stuff, or actually talking about Ash's real age and stuff. Because there's no way in hell that Ash is still like what, like 10 or 11. That's some bullshit. Um, because there's been like some Pokemon specials and stuff, like Christmas specials and whatnot. Yeah, that should obviously be an indicator right there that yeah, Ash is obviously not like 11 anymore, despite them saying, oh well, he's 11. It's kind of like the Sonic thing where they say that, oh well, Tails is still 8, Amy's still 12. Yeah, that's some BS to me, because I'm like, no, those characters are a lot more older, given like how early they came into the story and everything that's transpired. So there's no way that's just happening like under the course of a whole year. That's completely BS. But anyways, I'm going to talk to you about Ash real quick. All right. So in my personal opinion, I think Ash is a pretty decent character and stuff. I got no qualms against him or anything. Now maybe a couple years back and stuff, I used to probably be a part of that mob mentality, just like the Chris Thorndike thing, where I would just hate on Ash for no reason or something, or be like, oh well, he's boring and such and such. But the thing is, like Ash, I don't know, maybe he just gets a lot of hate probably because he's not the most in-depth character. He hasn't aged or whatever. Like a lot of people like just like to bring up, or he hasn't won anything, and a lot of people see him as a novice. I'm gonna talk about that too later. I don't know, maybe some big lip, big headed people would just be like that. I don't know, not all of them are like that, but I'm just saying some. But anyways, I think Ash is definitely one of the most iconic anime characters out there and stuff. When you really think about it and stuff, like Pokemon is definitely one of the most. Well, actually, no, not is. Pokemon probably is the most popular, like just franchise in general, having trading card games, animes, video games, you name it, merchandise, whatever. But yeah, but Ash Ketchum and Pikachu are like two of the most iconic anime characters out there and stuff. When you really think about it, like yeah, but like Pikachu is the mascot of Pokemon and stuff, so that's also why like he's Ash is like main partner and stuff. But still, um, Ash though, yeah, he's definitely a cool character and stuff. The reason why I'm even talking about Ash in the first place, or why I was even rewatching Pokemon over a year ago, till now, because currently, like I said, I'm on Master Quest, so I'll probably either buy the box set or whatever. I'll probably just watch it online. I wanted to watch the sub version online, but more on that later. Anyways, is because honestly, I feel like we need more characters kind of like Ash in a way, like more like kind of shonen protagonist kind of characters and stuff. Like, imagine just feeling fatigue and stuff because you just don't feel like you're getting a lot of things out of like I don't know, especially up here in the West and stuff. I mean, of course, we have some new animes and stuff releasing, like a lot of people like Chainsaw Man or Jujutsu Kaisen. But I'm just saying, sometimes you might need that kind of classic shonen kind of protagonist that might not be all there in terms of like intelligence, but has that kind of adventurous like spirit and stuff. I feel like that's always something that you should aspire to be, to always explore and get out there and just shoot for your ambitions and stuff. Just yeah, how it is. So that's definitely Ash as a character in a nutshell. He's always been doing that since like what, '97. So yeah. Anyways, I wanted to talk a little bit about Ash's Pokemon, mainly with Pikachu and stuff. I'm not going to talk about all of Ash's Pokemon because that's going to take way too long. Of course, I'm just trying to keep this video brief. But mainly this subject is just about Pikachu real quick. I think Ash's friendship with Pikachu is probably one of the best friendships in all of anime and stuff. It's not the best like that. I mean, I'm pretty sure some people could probably name some, but you gotta admit it's definitely like like you can't imagine Ash and Pikachu apart from one another because they're always together and stuff. And like yeah, like pretty much that, and they act just alike. But anyways, I feel like yeah, Ash and Pikachu's friendship is very subtle and very organic and stuff. Um, yeah, between trainer and Pokemon and stuff, it's really nice. Of course, Pikachu started off not liking Ash at first and whatnot. Like, pretty much wanted nothing to do with him in his whole quest to become the Pokemon master and stuff, or champion. Yeah, Pikachu just didn't care. But after Ash had earned Pikachu's trust and stuff, eventually, Pikachu wanted to make that into a reality and stuff, and they just tag along. They yeah, like Pikachu just tags along with Ash on every adventure and stuff. And it's pretty nice. So yeah, I think yeah, pretty much Ash and Pikachu definitely have like definitely one of the most notable and best friendships in all of anime. And Ash's relationship with his other Pokemon and stuff is also pretty nice and stuff. he has different relationships with his Pokemon, like with Bayleaf or Charizard and stuff. I actually like Ash's relationship with Charizard as well. For now, like I said, I'm not like right now. I'm rewatching all the episodes and stuff, so I can't have too much of an opinion with about Ash and his like relationship with, let's say, Lucario or something or whatever. But still, second to that, I would say yeah, I like Ash's relationship with Charizard. They definitely have some of the best episodes together and stuff. In my opinion, back in the original series and stuff. Yeah, definitely go back and like check it out. But yeah, but Ash, trust me, this man will literally go above and beyond just for his Pokemon. He doesn't care if he has to jump off a cliff, break his neck almost, whatever. Ash is completely reckless, but he will do anything to protect his Pokemon, and that's actually pretty awesome like character right there. So yeah, and of course Ash isn't perfect by any means. Of course, he is still young and whatnot, whether he be 10 or 11 or whatever. Or not. Of course, Ash is still just a kid and whatnot. It definitely does show. Doesn't know how to really cook or anything like that. When it comes to taking care of his Pokemon, he's good at, of course, training his Pokemon and stuff. But of course, it's not like Ash is like will have an in-depth knowledge about like how to how to like treat them medically or anything like that or whatever like yeah, or like I said, cooking and stuff. But yeah, so of course he has guys like Brock or Tracy or somebody to fall back on when it comes down to it, and stuff. But yeah, that's why he's always often paired with those guys or Cyrus and stuff, because like they're a little bit more older and they know what they're doing. They're like a lot more mature and stuff. But yeah, so yeah, those characters are great too. I don't know honestly anyone who would say that they don't like Brock or something. Dude was like almost like one of the biggest stars of the shows, to be honest. But anyways, back to Ash. So, anyways, but even when it comes to like matches and stuff or battles, like Ash isn't of course perfect or anything. I'm pretty sure we all know that. Um, Especially when it comes to his luck about joining a tournament or something or joining a league. Ash competes inside like the league and then he ends up losing and whatnot. But yeah, and people want to just say like, oh well, he's trash, he sucks, he's garbage, he's a terrible trainer. I could have done better because I beat the game, yada yada yada. Yeah, you probably get like answers and responses like that. And the thing is, like, honestly, it's not that like Ash isn't good enough. I just think that honestly, he just gets screwed by the plot like terribly. It's just it's like it was almost like a well, not almost, it was pretty much an ongoing joke for a while until as of recent. So that is just terrible. But yeah, Ash always like losing a league or a tournament or something, and then he'll be like, all right, well, next time I'll definitely do better and stuff. Mainly, they just did this so that they can just milk out the series and stuff, pretty much. So a lot of people got either turned off by this or discouraged from watching Pokemon and stuff or whatever. If if there was no point to it. So yeah, so that's what it was like. So anyways, yeah, but trust me, Ash is definitely a great Pokemon trainer and stuff. He's definitely won some tournaments and stuff. Maybe not a league. Well, he just won the recent one, but he's won definitely some tournaments and stuff, and he's proven that he can definitely hang with some of the best and whatnot. It's just like I said, it's just the plot. He just gets screwed over by the plot, pretty much. But anyways, I'm pretty sure for those that are fans of Pokemon and stuff of the anime, will probably already know this by now. But I'm pretty sure a lot of people would prefer the sub version of Pokemon and stuff. It's definitely a lot more authentic and stuff, and it's not as like heavily censored. I don't know about what it is like nowadays because again, I haven't really watched the sub version up to then. But definitely back in like the original series and stuff, where 4 kids had to make a bunch of stupid edits and stuff, just to make Pokemon just so they can kind of censor some things. It probably wasn't as crazy, but of course they had to cut a few scenes and stuff like that. And that's just dumb and terrible. Like I said, I don't know what it's like nowadays because I'm not caught up yet on Pokemon, but I'm just saying that definitely is the case. I've been watching Voltron lately. I know this is a little irrelevant, but I've been watching Voltron lately and stuff, and like the original Voltron and stuff. And I'm like watching the dub and the sub back to back, and I'm like, oh my god. This isn't even a comparison, really. This is horrible. But I'll talk about that maybe in another video. But yeah, but the Pokemon, the English version is not as nearly as bad as like how I was just talking about with Voltron and stuff. It's not that bad. It's watchable and stuff. but I had to say, like, if you want to definitely get more of authentic and a more of a better take, then I would definitely recommend watching the sub version. I'm starting to sound like a sub elitist or something, but yeah, yeah. And I actually kind of learned that Ash's name is Satoshi from watching the sub and stuff. Brock's name, if I'm not mistaken, is Takashi. I think Tracy's name is Kenji. Misty's name is Kasumi. Those are the original names in Japanese, and of course the Pokemon all have different names as well in there as well. But yeah, and it's kind of a little bit ironic that Ash's name is Satoshi because the creator of Pokemon, if you didn't know, is also named Satoshi. His name is Satoshi Tanjiro. So Ash is definitely based off of the creator of Pokemon, Satoshi Tanjiro, and stuff because they both share the same name and whatnot. So, and Pokemon, of course, as we all know, is based off of Satoshi Tanjiro's childhood, where he used to love to like go around and like to like collect bugs and stuff. So, which is like parallel to Ash, who also likes to catch like Pokemon, and Ash is also enthusiastic about catching bug type Pokemon. So, in case you didn't know that, that's a little fun fact for you, I guess. But yeah. But anyways, that's all I had to say here. I might make some more videos in the future, I guess, about Ash someday. Once I get like when I get up to date about Pokemon and stuff, and I probably might just rank, like I said, I'll rank the Pokemon girls and stuff or whatever, or maybe give you some actual feats about Ash and stuff. But yeah, I hope you guys look forward to that later on, somewhere, sometime this year. I hope you guys had a good New Year's and stuff, and I'm ready for 2023, I guess. All right, this is the Keenest Fox, and I'm out. Peace.